Welcome back to the podcast. My name is R.E. We've got another episode for you today in the Gems of Wisdom series, going by this Gems of Wisdom book by Swami Satchidananda. I'll leave the link in the bio if you want to learn more about him in this book. I would highly recommend it. But on this episode, is the mind your servant or master? We've been talking a lot so far about discipline, about this battle in your mind that you can win, this battle between spirit and ego, this battle between love and fear. And here's the quote on page 1, Gems of Wisdom, quote unquote, discipline makes your mind stronger and one-pointed. It should ultimately help you to make your mind your servant rather than your being its slave. Okay? So, let's analyze this comment on this quote. What is the point of discipline? Well, the point of discipline is to gain control over your mind, to make your mind stronger, therefore to gain more control over your life. But what is the point of gaining control over your mind? We go a little deeper. Ultimately, at least in my opinion, you want to be the master of your mind. You want the mind to be your servant, to obey your every order. You will then understand that basically everything that you see in the outer world around you is just a reflection of your inner world. Most people don't have a lot of control over their inner world. Most people don't have any control over their thoughts and emotions, how they react to them. They don't know how to consciously reprogram their mind. But once you do, once you consciously reprogram your mind, take my example from this. I only speak from experience that I've seen my outer world completely change just from reprogramming my mind. All my habits changed, all my outer world, but I don't want to basically talk about that for this whole episode. But if you don't gain control over your mind, if you don't practice discipline, a couple things will happen. The mind will be your master. You will be its servant/slave, whichever word resonates with you more. You will obey its every command. It will probably not have the best intentions for you because it operates off of fear. The ego operates off of fear. It will make you engage in low consciousness behaviors and wants to keep dragging you down, usually to your detriment, usually things that you wouldn't do if you were in a higher consciousness state. Discipline will help make your mind stronger. And I know this, again, from firsthand experience. My mind used to be very weak until I started practicing discipline. Small actions that I took, such as meditation, cold showers, really helped me to do it. They were little building blocks, little stepping stones. The stronger your mind is, the less things will affect you. You'll still care, but they won't distract you as much or throw you as far off course as they once did. Again, I just want to repeat that. The stronger your mind is, the less things will affect you. I used to have all of these huge worries in my life, and my mind was so weak that I really thought that these things were affecting me. Thinking about these impossible scenarios in the future was actually affecting me negatively in the present. Now that my mind is stronger, I just laugh at that now. I laugh at these silly stories that my mind's telling me about the future. I say, man, I'm just in the present, dog. Just chill. Just chill in the present. And discipline makes your mind one-pointed. What is one-pointed? One-pointed focus. One-pointed awareness is what we all aim for. It's basically having your attention in one single direction. Again, one-pointed. Our attention is usually all over the place. It's very fragmented. And when your attention is fragmented, when your awareness is fragmented, it's hard for you to choose what to focus on. It's also hard because you don't have control over your mind. So, when you don't have one-pointed attention, when your mind isn't one-pointed, you're going to basically be in a million different directions. You can't stay focused on one object. And that's a big problem that we see in our society today. We're always just multitasking and doing different things at the same time, but we're not really focusing on one thing and we're not really getting anything productive done. But when you have control over your mind, when you make it stronger, you become one-pointed in your attention and your focus. You now have a greater ability to choose what to focus on and keep focusing on it for longer periods of time. Now this concept, this one-pointed attention, can help in both spiritual pursuits and materialistic pursuits. This can help you at a practical level at your job to focus on your tasks for longer periods of time, but also on a mental, emotional, spiritual level, making your mind stronger. And this really helps with meditation, with really at least transcendental meditation that I've practiced. But meditation is just one way to help make your mind stronger. Again, things such as cold showers, exercising, things to do to train your mind. When you're reprogramming your mind, your aim is to get it to be one pointed attention, that you're just focusing on one thing, maybe one mantra, one word, one emotion. I usually choose love, just thinking about love. Anytime you get away from that thought, go back to that one pointed attentionness. And you're really just training your mind to find the divine inside. That's all we're doing here. We're training our minds to find the divine inside. We're finding the heaven within. And you will be able to find the heaven within a lot easier when your attention, when your mind is stronger, when your attention and awareness is one pointed. And again, discipline is going to help you become the master of your mind. Discipline, 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 mixed with patience and consistency, can help you become the master of your mind, consciously reprogram it, train it to find the divine inside. Have that picture of what you want in your life. I don't even want to be that motivational. I can just hear myself sounding like motivational. Like, it's not even that. It's just that I'm so passionate about this subject that I don't know why anybody would not want to become the master of their mind. Maybe because it's just a lot of work. Maybe because you have to deal with uncomfortable emotions that people usually just brush aside and repress and push away and ignore. But what do you think about this? Let me know your comments. Discipline, 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 discipline.